Here is a look at the teams who will be facing the most difficult schedules this upcoming season. Tied for the 5th toughest schedule are the Atlanta Falcons and Buffalo Bills. 6 of Atlanta's games will be against 5 of last year's 12 playoff teams, including Minnesota, Seattle, Green Bay, Kansas City, plus the Saints twice. Last year the Falcons were 4-4 versus postseason teams, and unless they can avoid another 3-9 record going into crunch time, it's just going to be another losing season. For Buffalo, their number 1 pass defense will square off against 5 top 10 pass offenses in 6 separate games. That includes 4 of the 5 top-ranked teams. Then their number 7 rush defense will face 4 of the league's top 10 rush offenses in 5 separate games. Difficult but manageable if the Bills play their cards right. With the 4th most difficult schedule are the 49ers. 7 of their games are versus playoff teams. If there is a weakness to Frisco's armor, it is their rush defense, which ranks slightly above average. That is exactly where the Chiefs attacked to defeat the Niners in the Super Bowl. 7 of San Francisco's games this season will be against top 10 rush offenses, so buckle up, Buttercups. The Dolphins have the 3rd most difficult schedule. 7 of their games are against teams who posted 11 or more wins. Their 2nd worst ranked rush defense was horrid. Here's more bad news. Half of Miami's home games are versus top 10 running games. The Fins have plenty of money to right the wrongs, and they can start by getting rid of those butt-ugly uniforms. Next are the Jets, who will face 7 teams who posted double-digit wins. Last year, New York's rush offense bottomed out at 7th worst. However, there is good news. Only 2 of their upcoming opponents finished in the top 10 versus the run. If they can get their hands on a quality running back early in the draft, or even land Derrick Henry, life would be so much simpler. Finally, this year's most difficult schedule goes to the New England Patriots. 7 of New England's games are against 11-plus win teams. 7 made the playoffs. 8 of their games are against teams ranked in the top 10 in either rush or pass defenses and/or in sacks. Should Tom Brady retire while he's still ahead? Heck yeah!
Hi folks, I'm Mike Britt, inviting you to join us at Poe's Pub, located at 2706 East Main Street for Richmond's best burgers and ribs, including the Goose's favorite, the Commonwealth Burger. Check out our weekly events, full menu, and more by visiting our website at poespub.com or call 804-648-2120. That's 648-2120.
This is Steve McGrath from Victory Sports, and I'm here to tell you the team that I am most certain is going to have a massive year next year. That's right, the biggest turnaround in 2020. My prediction is the Washington Redskins. Why? Well, for starters, they have the number 2 overall pick in the draft. So you get a guy like Chase Young, good things are going to happen. A lot of good draft capital, a lot of good cap space. But who's making the decisions? Ron Rivera is now the head coach. And Ron Rivera has the track record. He's known for the culture, the leadership, what he was able to do in Carolina. He groomed Cam Newton, Dwayne Haskins. I'm not saying that they're a very similar type of athlete, but you get another young quarterback. I like what's going on there. The OC and Scott Turner, the defensive coordinator and Jack Del Rio. That is stability, guys that have been there. I really sense that that's a guy that can go in a coaching staff that can take the locker room, get everything headed in the right direction. Meanwhile, we don't know what's going to happen with the Cowboys. New coach, a lot of decisions to make there with free agents. The Eagles are up and down, and the Giants are still an up-and-coming franchise. So I think that the Redskins win the division next year. They'll be in the playoffs. Mark it down. Regardless of what happens in the draft or free agency, they will be the biggest surprise turnaround team in 2020.
Since 1985, Richmond Recycling has been one of Mid-Atlantic's premier recycling centers. One of the reasons for their success is they pay top dollar for your scrap metals, batteries, converters, appliances, and electric motors. Richmond Recycling is doing their part to preserve our resources by their collection services and by bringing public awareness. So, fill up that pickup truck and head on over to Richmond Recycling. They're located at 2500 Decatur Street, just minutes from Interstate 64 and 95. Or you can give them a call at 804-230-9221 or visit the website at richmondrecyclingvirginia.com.
Hi world, how you going? This is Stormy Oz here of Australia, part of the International Fantasy Football League. My topic today is Detroit Lions' third overall pick of the first round in the NFL draft. What can I say? It's a pretty devastating year for Detroit with injuries, which secured us a pick this high. You don't want it normally because it means you suck. So hopefully this year we need some defense right away. We've got Matt Stafford come back from injury, pretty big back injury. So he should be back fit, ready to go, back to his superstar self. So we really just need the effort on the defensive side of the ball. So really need some guys that are ready to go as soon as they get drafted, pretty much. So for round 1 and 2, we definitely need some defense at least. Round 3, if there's a late offensive tackle or something, probably pick up one of those in the third round, I believe, but I could be wrong. But hopefully we get a linebacker or a defensive end or a defensive tackle, even a difference maker basically on defense in those first 2 picks. So and we don't need any offense. No, not in the first 2 rounds anyway. Pretty devastated, the tight end we picked up last year at pick 8. I was pretty devastated we didn't get someone on defense, because that's what we needed. He's a good player, Hockenson, so he was still a good pickup at 8, but we should go on defense, and that's my personal opinion. But as a Detroit Lions fan, you cop it sweet sometimes. That's all I can say. So yeah, I'll leave it there.
I think this year Dallas have got to concentrate on the defence with the upcoming draft in April. Obviously, we've got the NFL Combine at the moment to see the talent of the players that have come through for the colleges for obviously the first round and second round picks. I think the offence is pretty sound, other than it all depends how the free agency goes, who we let go, who we may pick up. I think, like I say, Dallas needs to sort of maybe concentrate more in the backfield with the safeties, cornerbacks, offensive line. I think we don't really have too many issues there. Hopefully people will be maybe a bit more healthier.
Every time you hear this sound, EMS and law enforcement are at work saving lives and keeping our community safe. Southern Police Equipment is doing their part by supplying civil and city servants with the latest in protective clothing, footwear, gear, and accessories. For more information, stop on by Southern Police Equipment, located at 7609 Midlothian Turnpike, or give them a call at 1-800-542-5243. You can also order by catalog by logging on to southernpoliceequipment.com.
Hey NFL fans, have you ever wanted to showcase your skills and knowledge as an NFL expert for the whole world to see? Sure you have. Well, guess what? Now is your chance. Join the cast of thousands on NFL Soapbox. Send us your video of your opinions using your phone, tablet, whatever means is necessary to get her done. Then shoot us your video over to NFL Soapbox's Facebook page. Then let the magic begin. And here's another guess what. Not to make you nervous, but major media outlets and fans from over 80 nations and over 1,000 former and current NFL players, team executives, and coaches will see your video. How sweet it is. Just like Justin Bieber, you could be that next internet sensation.